What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Sweet and Savory Barbecue. I'm your host, Jamie Traeger. Today we're going to be knocking out pineapple habanero pork belly burnt ends on our Traeger. Let's get started. So what we've got here is a piece of pork belly. This one weighed about 5.5 pounds. The skin has already been removed off there. It's just got the fat. And basically this is just bacon, just uncured. So how we're going to start, we're just going to come in here and start cutting it into strips. You want them about equal sizes. Now we've got them cut into strips, we're just going to come back and kind of cube them up. If they're real tall, you can kind of cut them down in half. So we've got our pork belly all cubed up and put it in this pan. It's just going to make it a little easier to get our seasoning on there. Just take a little bit of olive oil, just kind of toss them around in there. This is going to help our seasoning stick. That way it doesn't all wash off. You can use vegetable oil, olive oil, it doesn't really matter. Mustard. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to come back with a good barbecue rub. You can use any rub you like. This is a rub we're working on. We've got a good one on our website. Also, Killer Hogs makes a great rub. Let's come over the top of them. You might need to do this a couple of times, make sure they all get coated. Toss them in there. Come back with some more rub. And you just want to do this till they're all covered with the rub. So we've got these coated in the rub. We're going to use a little metal rack here to put them on the grill. It just makes it a little easier to move everything instead of trying to move each individual piece. So we're just going to give this a coat of cooking spray to help them not stick. Just put them on there. It doesn't matter any rhyme or reason. Just get them on there and they'll be ready to hit the grill. Okay, so we've got all our pork belly put on our racks. We're going to let them hang out right here while we get our Traeger fired up. We use some apple pellets on our Traeger today. Just fill your hopper up and get your dial tuned in. Our Traeger's up and running at 275 with those apple pellets. I'm just going to come in here, get the rack right inside here. We'll close the lid. We'll let this go for about an hour, then we'll come check on them and see if it's time to wrap. So we've had our pork belly burnt ends on here for just over an hour. The bark is set. So we're going to get these off and get them wrapped up. So to wrap these up, we're going to get an aluminum pan here. We've got a little bit of pineapple juice. We're just going to put that in the bottom. Just going to help that steaming action. And we'll just get these pork belly burnt ends all in here. And we'll get them wrapped up and put them back on the smoker. So we've had our pork belly burnt ends on here for about 3.5 hours total. They are looking really good. We're just looking to see if they're probe tender. It slides in just like butter. I think they're done. I'm going to call them. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these guys kind of drained out of this juice. We'll get them sauced up, put it back on here to set, and then we're going to dig in. So we've got our burnt ends off the smoker. We've got them drained out. We've got our sauce here. It's a pineapple habanero barbecue sauce. It's really easy. I'll leave the recipe right up on the screen. We're just going to drizzle them over. And then give them a nice toss. Get them all coated. I wish y'all could smell these. They smell awesome. We're going to put these back on the smoker for about 15-20 minutes, let them tack up, and then you know what time it is. We've had our pork belly burnt ends glazing for about 15 minutes. They're looking really good. We're going to get them off here, get them laid out on our cutting board, and we're going to dig in. So we've got our pork belly burnt ends here on our cutting board. Before we dig in, we're going to do a quick recap. We started with a 5.5 pound pork belly, cut it into strips, then cut it down into cubes, seasoned it up with our barbecue rub, put them on a little cooling rack so it's easier to move them over to the Traeger, let them go for about an hour and a half, put them in a pan with a little bit of pineapple juice, wrapped them up tight, and cooked them till they were probe tender. Once they got there, we sauced them up with our pineapple habanero barbecue sauce, put them back on for about 15-20 minutes, kind of let them tack up, and that is how we have gotten here where we're at. So now I'm just going to pick one right here off the top. That's a home run. It's sweet, it's spicy. That Traeger put just the right amount of smoke on there with the apple wood. Some things will hurt you. Thank you for checking out this week's video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you like what we're doing, be sure to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you don't miss our next video, and we'll see y'all next time.